Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Hello.
Are you a peak of the week or a hump day?
Oh, I like Wednesdays. Yeah, peak of the week.
Peak of the
Tuesdays,
week.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, my favorite days for
Yeah.
work.
We don't do calls on a Monday and Friday, just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays.
Yep,
Peak
same
of the
here.
week. Yes. I'm a peak of the week girl, not a hump day. I think hump day just sounds negative.
Yeah, no, Wednesday. All good things always happen to me on Wednesday. Mondays, I'm the same. I don't do any calls. Friday, I have it as one of those kind of open days where you can do what you want to do. But I try to do it because I'm really into like buying training and all those kind of things. But I find I've got a library of training that I haven't watched. So for this year, part of my Fridays has been sit and do one of your programs, sit and do Nick Mitchell's program, do different things that I've bought over the time. And then you never get time to do. So
love that. It's like a development day.
Yes, rather than just going out for lunch day, which is what it used to be.
I mean, either or, I would say. Either or. So yes, so come and join. Let us know if you've joined us. God, can't get my words out. So Dee Parker is one of our fabulous mastermind clients who has been with us on our journey. You've been with us now though for a couple of years, right? You've been in the community.
Yes, definitely in the community for a good 2 to 3 years, I would say.
And a lot of the beautiful sales pages that you see that we have, and when you get into, if you've got one of our programs and you get into our members vault and you see these pretty members vaults set up and access to that, the beautiful Dee creates all of that, makes our things look lovely, which we appreciate. So it's amazing. I had a great relationship being in the mastermind, but also a good working relationship, haven't we?
Yeah, really good. I love working with you guys.
And we're at the Chateau together last year as well, which was amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, really amazing.
So yes, so we just wanted G to come and join us and just share our story, because we love bringing these transformations. Really, it's a story of a transformation to you, so that Donna and I can sit and talk about what we do and how great it is, and till the cows come home. But the powerful thing is when you guys come and share just what life was before you met us, and then what life's like now that you have really truly like started to work on your mindset, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So talk to everyone a bit about before you really started to master your mindset.
Yeah, so I remember when just before I joined your mastermind program, I had started to look at different programs and different things, but it was odd because I was looking much more for like, I really need some like business strategy, or I really need that kind of stuff. My aim was to grow my business because I've been running for about 2 years. And it was good, but it was kind of very up and down, like income was up and down, and I had some income goals. I wanted to grow and I just wanted to be more consistent. So that's what I thought I needed. But then I joined one of your 3-day workshops that you did. I can't remember the exact thing, but I knew from that, and just from being in your community, it hit me that unless I worked on my mindset and got some like foundational stuff ready, it wouldn't matter how much strategy I had in place, what was going on. None of that would matter. I had to get the mindset done first. I didn't really, that was more of a feeling. It was like an intuition, because I didn't really understand. And if I didn't know exactly how much transformation there would be, I had no idea the amount of work we would do and the amount of rubble that we would uncover. I was talking about in those 12 months, because the mastermind is 12 months. I mean, you could be in the mastermind forever because it's like ongoing work. But that was the thing. So that's the reason why. And obviously the reason, what I kind of discovered from doing the work with you is that it dawned on me that I'd started my business from a place of fear. I actually did a post on this the other day, but my partner was unwell. It was kind of just before COVID, I guess. He couldn't work at all. We had 4 kids, rent to pay, bills to pay. And it was this kind of traumatic period, very fear-based. And I was like, right, I'm the one. It's all on me. I've got to, it's down to me. I've got to bring in the bacon. I've got to do this. And so I literally went out there and I was hustling and I was working, and it's fine, you know, but I was working. I remember working, I did, for some reason, a lot of my early clients were in Australia. So I was working really long hours, 18-hour days. And it was good though. And as it, you know, built and grew, it was good. But I realized I built it from a place of fear, and I had to let go of that fear, not just in my business, but privately as well. And it was through some sessions I particularly did with you, Cheryl, where you were, you know, you were saying that I'm constantly looking backwards. I'm always looking backwards, checking over my shoulder, like what's going to happen, like the way that could happen again, and that could happen again. So being in survival mode, that was definitely survival mode. So yeah, through sessions, like one-to-one sessions with you, with Donna, but also through the group, which is like such an important part of the program, I was just able to kind of work through all of that and get some, and start to like replace the beliefs, the self-limiting beliefs, you know, reprogram like my identity, really connect with what I was trying to do. And just replace all of that fear with positivity. So you, not only was it kind of working through that stuff, but you guys are really good at giving all those tools for what you need to do. Now you're in this kind of place, you got rid of all that stuff. What do you need to do to go forward?
I love that.
So you definitely gave me all those kind of tools of how to then build a new vision and a new identity going forwards.
I love that. And it's so interesting, isn't it? Because it's very common, isn't it, to think, right, well, I'm not getting the results in my business, so therefore I'll hire a business coach. And goodness, like we have Casey who comes into a mastermind who provides the business coach element. But it's like you can strategize, like you say, all you want and work on the end results. But ultimately, if your identity, if what you believe about yourself and your world and your business doesn't change, like you were doing, we just work harder, hustle more, work longer hours. And like at the end of it, that's not sustainable. I remember us having conversations in the early days. It's not sustainable. It's dangerous for your health.
100%. But that's when you're in that survival mode, or that coming from that place, you think that you just got to work harder. Hard work will equal more money. But, you know, it doesn't. And also it's like you've got to have your beliefs right. So you know your value, and you price yourself right, and you attract the right people in, because otherwise you're like just working really hard. And I know from talking to other members in the mastermind, sometimes you're so desperate to get the client that you might discount, or you might do it at a low price. And then you end up working on a project where you feel like your self-worth isn't recognized. And it's like this horrible pattern that can kind of go on.
Which we get ourselves into, right? Because as you know, and we've talked about this, we do in our program the sprint we did last week, money mindset. Money doesn't solve money problems. Money mindset is self-worth. And I was talking about this in a one-to-one yesterday. You reduce the prices, you discount them, because you're desperate for the client or the sale, and then you're working on them on a long-term project, and then don't feel you're getting paid what you should be getting paid. But it's like you said that in the first place, but it doesn't feel good, does it?
It doesn't feel good at all. So getting the right, just working, you know, getting rid of the stuff and then replacing it with all those positive tools and ways and mindset tools and just strategies for life and business to move forward has been amazing. And it's all the goals that I haven't really needed to hire a separate strategy coach, because because all of those things have naturally happened. You know, I was able to put the right business model into my business, put the right, get my mindset right, know who I was working for and how I could best help, what results I can get for people, know my purpose. And everything has gone up. And I definitely went from a 5-figure business to a 6-figure business and growing through the work I did with you guys.
That's amazing. So your businesses end up growing anyway, because your mindset shifted and your identity, like you say, who you believe you are in your business, which is amazing. So you've manifested more money, more growth in your business. Like what else? What else have you manifested? How is your life different now, would you say? I mean, you physically look different, right? You know that yourself.
Yes. No, I
Yeah.
know. I totally look completely different at the beginning of 2023 to how I looked at the beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
So things that have changed is just like I used to, I think I mentioned this to you before. I know I've mentioned to Donna. I used to wake up in the morning and within seconds of waking up, I'd be like, get like an anxiety kind of thing going on. Don't get any of that anymore. Have a really nice kind of morning routine in place. And it's not like I didn't know any of this stuff before. I've done loads of that kind of self-development work and meditation and things, but your life goes through different stages, doesn't it? And sometimes even what you know, you can't really apply.
Yeah.
So I wake up feeling a lot more joy and things than I used to, for sure. My health and well-being is at the forefront. I've stopped drinking. Not that I used to drink a lot, and that's not something that you teach. I just knew that I needed to do that to help give me that clarity and that focus. And it's more like I'm just seeing what it feels like at the moment, but that's helped. So I haven't, drunk for however long, I don't know, 3 or 4 months or so. I am much more positive, feel better, and have and able, through the visualization work and that belief work, everything is just kind of falling into place as I want it to fall into place. So you mentioned Casey, who you have coming in doing. So when she's doing a retreat this year, isn't she? And I was thinking, that'd be great to, go on one of her retreats. I really like Casey's clarity of stuff. She's very factual and she gives great clarity. But it was one of the things I was kind of like, no, I'm not sure if that will work. And then for International Women's Day, she put forward a thing saying, I'm going to give away one free place to my retreat. Anyone can apply, and it was quite a lengthy application. I was like, right, that's mine. I'm going to have that retreat. So I spent time, the whole time I was fitting it in. So I was like, yep, I'm the one. Sent it off. It was literally like watching my inbox, because I was like, I just felt, I knew. And guess who won the retreat place?
Oh my God.
Really? So I definitely felt I was in the right place. It was aligned.
I love that.
That alignment. That's a big thing for me. It's getting aligned with how you're feeling, your emotions, your vision, your purpose, and being in such a good place. It kind of aligns and things happen and create in your life and your business for you.
That's so cool. So you're going to Portugal?
Yeah, I'm going to Portugal with Casey. It's cool, isn't it?
Very cool. That's amazing. I love that.
Yes.
Tell us who you are on Facebook if you're watching, because it doesn't have your name. So you've manifested the retreat for free in Portugal.
Yes. Yep. I have manifested my not my tax bill, paying my tax bill. I manifested that. So yeah, I'm able to just be focused and aligned and be sure and go, right, and like I have Post-its. I'm not going to show you them, but I've got real monster Post-its behind my laptop on my thing. Yes. And it's like, right, what's my goal? I need to make whatever it is. I have to make 10K, whatever it is for that. And I want to make, 20, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'll put them up and I just, So
your goals are like around your monetary goals, are just very visual, and it helps you to be focused and aligned to what you. But like you say, the important thing here is, the important lesson for those of you who are watching is, Dee's got the goal of the money, but Dee really understands and knows when you're in your alignment, when you're in your vision, when you're working from your purpose, that will just happen.
Yes.
You have a knowing from the work you've done in here.
Yes. And trusting that it will happen at the right time.
Yeah.
As well. It's that trust. And it's not like, yes, as you say, it's not all about money. I'm not just obsessed with money, but that is part of that kind of being in that abundant mindset and that growth thing. And it's attracting the right clients, and not even just on a business level. It's like life, what I'm doing and the people that are around me, they're the kind of right people. And once you're in that just keeps expanding.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, we've still got to have goals, right? So we've still got to have targets, and for you to be able to move from a 5 to a 6-figure business and then to keep growing, you have financial targets, right? We all do. We all have financial goals. So Lisa's just saying because Lisa joined the Self-Doubt Rollout Challenge and then won a free coaching call last year.
Nice.
Alignment of leaving my husband and going out as a solo vocalist. Exciting. Good.
Nice.
Lisa is an amazing singer. So I love that. Good. Amazing. So any last, I mean, you've just given us so much information. It's just absolutely amazing. Any last tips that you want to give anyone to say, this is my top tip?
Yeah.
Tip.
I don't know about top tips because I think it is a journey. I guess a top tip is trust your intuition and your inner kind of knowing, because I wasn't sure on the journey I was going to take, but I kind of, that there was something there that started me on that journey. And then if you keep taking those steps forward, it's amazing, because it is never ending. It's not like, oh, you start here and you get to it and that's it. That's the ending. It just keeps expanding and it keeps growing. But if you keep taking those steps forward, it is amazing how much it does keep growing. And you feel, now it's like, I can't really spend much time out of, because it's all about contrast. You can't be positive and amazing and everything's going all the time, like perfectly all the time. But that contrast is a really important part of life to recognize that. But I can't spend very much time in that period now. It's like, as soon as I'm out of alignment, it's not good. I know that it's important to get back into it, because it just brings so much joy into my life and the world. And that's what I think you guys have no idea how much you have transformed my entire life.
Oh, I love that. But it's a team effort, right?
Team effort, yes.
We can teach the tools and the techniques to get the transformation, but you are and have been radically committed to this, right? Because like you said, at first you didn't know what was going to happen, you didn't know the results, but you knew intuition was guiding you that this was going to be great. And then you have to really it's hard, isn't it? Like doing the deep inner work is hard. It's not for the faint-hearted. So it's like you have to be really radically committed and really want the transformation to go through the times where you're really digging into all this rubble and sometimes it feels like shit, right? But on the other side, like you've just said, there's so much more joy. So it's like it's a partnership. Like we come together in partnership. We're all in and you were all in, and now look at your life, right?
And the group too. I mean, the experience we all had at the retreat in France was amazing. That was just great. And it's like those connections and what you build, what you learn from other people is amazing. I'm meeting Andrea in Brighton, actually, I think next week. So you make those connections, but you really learn from other people's journey. The power of that group is amazing.
Oh, I love that. Tracy's just saying she's 2 months sober and loving life as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Yvette, whoop. So watch on YouTube. Oh, yes. Love it. But yes, it is so amazing. We never get tired of hearing it. And seeing you, right? You physically, like you say, just physically, energy, you're just different. Like you said, you've got a new identity. You're living in that identity. And you can see you're joyful, right? It comes from you and your energy. So thank you so much for moving your diary around, because I got the days mixed up, and joining us today.
Great. Nice.
I appreciate you. 2 years, Yvette is. Bet was like, I've just stopped drinking for a while and now bloody 2 years.
I know. I think that's where it goes, because that's how I feel. I'm like, well, why would I go back to it? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, so interesting. But thank you so much for sharing. For anyone watching, if you want to know more about how to come and join our fabulous mastermind, DM me and or Donna, and hit us up. Hit us up, peeps. So have a fabulous Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your peak of the week, everyone. Thank you so much, Dee, for coming and sharing your story. And I'm live again tomorrow at 12 with the fabulous Letty, who is been in our mastermind before. Now she's come back and joined the mastermind again. Now she's in a new business, so that'll be exciting. So I will see you all tomorrow, and yes, have a fab Wednesday. Thanks, Letty. Dee.
Bye.
Bye, guys.